זאת עולה מן המדבר
זאת עולה מן המדבר
מקוטרת מור מור לבונה
מקוטרת מור מור לבונה
ליבבתיני אחותי כלה
ליבבתיני אחותי כלה
אני לדודי ודודי וצוהלה תוך אמונה העם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה
לכבודי לקראת קהלה הנה שבת נקבלה לה 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 לכבודי לקראת קהלה הנה שבת נקבלה
Kindness, being kind, oh, loving kindness, living kind. Will you choose the love inside you, been put down by what we've been through? Can you imagine what we do to one another and what we say to each other? It's all compassion. So we'll fill the world. So we'll fill the world. We will fill the world with kindness, being kind, oh, loving kindness, living kind. Kindness, being kind, oh, loving kindness, living kind. Do you feel the negativity that clogs our connectivity with every letter? It plagues the world's immunity. It's our lack of curiosity. We can do better. Let's fill the world instead
Sidur b'shvili. Michelle's the cantor. That's right. Well, that's very kind. Keep your expectations low. We'll start with Hine Matov, though, I hear.
Let's go to page 10 in the Siddur.
Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Kam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is to be together on this day.
How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is to be together on this day.
Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam
Yachad. Let's go to page 2. I'd like to invite Dana Kunin to come forward to light the candles for this evening. There's this very luxurious staircase over here to my left. Again, page 2. We bring in Shabbat light.
Tell me if you need help.
La 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 ra 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 ra.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner v'tzivanu lehadlik ner v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Anyone else who's in our choir is, come on up and.
Shannon might be in it this year. I feel it.
We sang a little bit, get our bodies ready for Shabbat. We brought the light of Shabbat in, and now let's bring ourselves into this space, into this time. Abraham Joshua Heschel called Shabbat a sanctuary of time. It could happen anywhere, but since we're all here together, let's just take advantage of that. And the best way to do that is to go through your week. Every week is so difficult now. So many things that can take us away from our regular lives, but let's bring ourselves into our core. The relationships we have in our life, the goodness that we find. Let's go through our week and hold on to the things that give us goodness and let go of the things that are giving us troubles just for this time, just for the time we're together tonight, for Shabbat. Let's take a Chazrat HaShavua, review of the week. One of the ways we can welcome in the beauty of Shabbat is to imagine ourselves in the middle of a field, green all around us, sun starting to set and that kind of golden sheen that comes over everything. And we put ourselves back in the 17th century Sfat, in the hills of Israel, as they sang the song Lecha Dodi, which we find on page 20.
La 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 lecha dodi, la 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 kat Shabbat, la 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 penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nikabela, shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Hishmianu el hamyuchad Adonai echad ushmo echad leshem hu tiferet
litilah. La 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 la, lecha dodi, lecha dodi, kala penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nikabela. Let's go to verse 5.
Hitoreri, hitoreri. Ihiva orech kumi uri shir daberi kevod Adonai alayich niglai alalai. La 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 la, lecha dodi, lecha dodi, ikat kala, penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat, nikabela. Let us rise and face the entrance as we welcome the Sabbath bride. Boi v'shalom Ateret bala Gam b'simcha U'tzola Toch emuneh Am segula Boi chala Boi chala Ya la la ya la 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 lecha dodi
lecha dodi
Ya la la la
likrat kala
Ya la la penei Shabbat penei Shabbat nikabela.
Let's go to page 28 as we have our call to worship. Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. You may be seated. As we move to the Shema, you may want to close our eyes if you feel like you know the prayer. And just for a moment, Just get in touch with your heartbeat a little bit. At the same time, feel your breath. Somehow, there's an invisible energy that allows our breath to happen without us even thinking about it, our heartbeat to beat, the connection we have with all other living things, a rhythm to the world. We acknowledge that rhythm, we acknowledge that connection, we acknowledge the universe that's inside of us. As we sing Shema together. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Amen.
Let's continue on page 40 with the words that the Israelites sang as they were crossing the Sea of Reeds. Who is like you among the gods? Mi chamocha.
Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar bakodesh, nora tehilot osef ele, nora tehilot osef ele, malechutecha ra'u vanecha, בוקר ים לפני משה ומרים זה עלינו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד יבבה בים בים בם יבבה בים בם יבבה בים בים בם יבבה בים בם יבבה בים בם יללה בים bam ya bam bim bim bam ya ba bim bam.
I kind of feel like this section of the service, especially beginning with the Shema and kind of going inside, is this idea of we just, want some peace inside of us. And on page 42, the third line down, Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, it really is just asking for that. May to coin the Eagles phrase, may I have that peaceful, easy feeling inside of me. So as you go to sleep at night, the other night I went to sleep and literally 2 hours later my eyes were still up and my mind is going and I just am like, I better go read something so I could fall asleep. And it was like, it feels like something's just tugging. So we just ask for less of a tug, to have peace. Quiet, stillness. Ufros aleinu, sukat shlomecha.
Ufros aleinu, sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu, Sukat shlomecha.
One more time. Ufros aleinu.
Ufros aleinu. Sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu. Sukat shlomecha.
Let's go to the indented part towards the bottom.
Ushmor tzedekenu Beiteinu uvoenu L'chaim Shalom מעתה ועד עולם ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך.
Just take a deep breath. Before we continue with the Amidah, we're going to take a pause on page 253 to think about those people who are in need of healing, people who may be in our hearts and minds this evening because we know that they're in need. So we'll sing the first part of the blessing, asking for strength inside of us. Then I have a list to read here, and I'll come around. I'll try to make eye contact with everyone, and when I do, just call out the names or name of the people or person that you're thinking about and care about, and then we'll gather together and pray on behalf of all the names called. Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
Jill Kahn, Megan Cavallari, Eitan Chaim, Woody Clark, Patrice Feinstein, Judy Fenton, Tanaz Faladi, Shir Gaon, Andy Hale, Helene Hale, Iraj Harunian, Eric Innocenti, Marion Klieger, Bill Culligan, Leah Marisa Bat Rivka Adina Veyakov Ruven, Brad Londy, Kathleen Agnes McCarthy, Velvo Ben Meir, Sheila Merowitz, Tali Merowitz, Sarah Batmalka, Rachel Moran, Jack Olshansky, Howard Rosen, Sue Russakoff, Lindy Sobel, Mabuba Soleimani, Luis Soto, Paul Vielik, Judith Vatnehama Mordechai, Helena Wachtel, Freddie Wolf, Andy Wu, Howard Zellico, and Sipora Bat Leah.
Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
page 46. We've reached the Amidah, our standing prayer. We'll sing the first line on 46 together. We'll go silent. And when you are done with prayers from the prayer book, prayers from your heart, around page 62 or so, then you may be seated. We'll continue on. So please rise.
Adonai Svatai Tiftach, Adonai Svatai Tiftach, Ufi Yagid Teilatecha, Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha.
Let's go to page 60. We'll end the Amidah with a song of peace.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. 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 Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. B'tov be'enecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
If you want to know what we do, usually Friday evenings at our house, is basically it. Thank you, Michelle, for your incredible singing this evening. I have to admit that I used to be more of one. I used to have a lot more of these, but I'm a little bit superstitious. Like once the New England Patriots had a winning streak and I gained 5 pounds because every game I had to eat the same chicken nuggets from Pluck U in New York City, or you know, I might wear the same t-shirt every day for a little while. I may drive the same way to a destination. Are any of you like this? Am I the only one like this? Freddie, I know you are. Am I right? Okay. I think we all have a tiny bit of this, right? That we think, or we like to believe, that what we do or what we say or what we wear or what we eat is actually going to have an impact on events that will occur in the world. That's what our Torah portion would actually have us believe. Bechukotai begins, if you follow my laws and faithfully observe my commandments, I will grant rains in their season. And it goes on for the next 10 verses to tell you all the wonderful things that are going to happen if you abide by, God's chukim, God's laws. Then it has a whole section. If you don't follow God's laws, there's 22 verses of horrible things that's going to happen to you. I'm going to repeat that. Good things, 10. Bad things, 22. In a nutshell, it's follow me, live well, spurn me, not so much. Notwithstanding my superstitious tendencies, I'm not one who believes that our actions in our everyday lives actually causes change in the world. So I had at one time completely rejected that first line of this Torah portion. I'm like, that seems weird to me. So I'm not a halachic Jew, right? I don't do all 613 commandments. I've had a couple good days. Doesn't seem like just because I don't keep the commandments in the Torah that the horrible things are happening to me. Then I read something this week. It's very rare that you read something and it's like, oh my God, why didn't I see that? Or how is it that this person understood this verse so clearly? And then I want you to think about the fact that I'm about to read something that was written in the 1400s. That's a long time ago. And yet what this person said, it just jumped out. I'm like, it's just incredible. So I want to share it with you this evening. It is from Isaac ben Moses Aramah, who lived in Spain. It's interesting. He lived I think he was born in 1420 or in that time, and he died in 1494, which is really interesting because in 1492 the Jews were expelled from Spain. But it doesn't say anything where I looked about, where did he go in those 2 years? Or did he go in those 2 years? So it's kind of, when you think about the context of when he was writing this, I think it's quite interesting. So here it goes. What he suggests is that the chok we're talking about, bechukotai, chok in bechukotai is law. Bechukotai are in my laws. Bechukotai telech, in my laws you will walk. That's the line that he's talking about. The chok, the law, is nature's law. And when we consider it, it changes everything for me. Here it is, quote. And I'm going to go through this slowly. I read this to Michelle this afternoon, and I'm like, I'm going to go really slow, because you have to consider all of these things as I'm saying them. It is a fundamental rule of our faith that reward and punishment follow as a result of actions performed by people who are free to determine their course of action. Now, you may not agree that we receive rewards or punishments, but this is one of the tenets of our faith. Secondly, another fundamental rule of our faith is the conviction that people's actions interact with the way nature operates. If one conceives of humanity as a microcosm and of nature as a macrocosm, the former exercises profound influence on the workings of the latter. Perversion in people ultimately results in major malfunctions in the cosmic forces controlling the universe. Incredible. We live in an ecosystem. We rent space from nature. Ecclesiastes wrote, one generation comes and another goes. Well, actually, he writes, another goes and another comes. Yet the earth remains forever. The way we pervert the world is by draining resources, is the way we hurt and kill each other. It's the way we use the world instead of living in harmony with the world. And that makes a difference in the physical and spiritual energy in which we live. Amazing. Ben Moses Arma offers this also as a metaphor. One can conceive of the universe as an orchestra in which each instrument plays its assigned part. Should an instrument fail consistently, the disharmony created will disable the entire orchestra. When one does their share, the entire orchestra comes alive and worships its maker. On the one hand, nature is supposed to provide the planet's sustenance. On the other, human beings distributing nature's bounty in a fair and equitable manner complements nature's work and completes the task of performing the will of the Creator. I just love that image of an orchestra. All of us playing different instruments that all have to come together in unity and harmony for the world to live in unity and harmony. And if we would all just consider our small instrument actually is a part of the whole and that we can influence people around us, that's how we can make the world a better place. So if we dare to work in harmony with the world and play our part in utilizing nature's bounty for each and every person on earth, only then will the world exist within the ultimate and original will of creation, which is harmony between all living beings. Shabbat Shalom. Let's go to 282. We'll finish our service with our closing prayers. Aleinu is the first one. We're doing the other melody, though, Shanna. She likes. Please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים יוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו גבוה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
287.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד.
Ushemo, Ushemo, Ushemo Echad. Maybe seated for a moment. We're going to continue on 294 with Kaddish Yatom. Before we say Kaddish, I'd like to mention those members of our congregation who have died in the last month, whose families are observing Shloshim. And there may be some names repeated a little bit later, but Sonia Garber, Ray Briskin Stern, Yetta Rosenberg, Sidney Carey Cole, and Edgar Simon. It should be noted that Edgar was 107 years old when he passed away. It's just incredible. I'd like to ask if there's anyone here observing Shloshim, if you'd please stand and tell us who you're here to say Kaddish for. No, I'm not there. I'm not there yet. I'm almost there. Is there anyone who is observing a yard site on this Shabbat, the anniversary of a loved one's passing? If you'd please stand and tell us who you're here to say Kaddish for. Now I'd like to ask if there's anyone who is in mourning in the first year after the death of a loved one. Please stand. Thank you, Dana. We also recall the yard sites of Audrey Cohen and Rebecca Goldberg. But we also say Kaddish Yatom for those that have no one to say it for them, those who died in the Holocaust, those who died from COVID. I think we can still mention that at this point. And especially those that have died in the violence of recent times since October 11th. All our brothers and sisters are in our hearts. So let's rise together. Say Kaddish Yatom. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'v'yom echon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'l'olmei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudusha b'richu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata damiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, to the whole world. And we say, Amen. You may be seated. I only have a couple of announcements. The first is you can join us tomorrow morning for our Saturday morning on Emmanuel. And that text that I read, there's actually a lot more to this text. We're going to be studying it in a little more depth. So if you want to join us for that, you can. It's at 10 o'clock. Tomorrow night, Havdalah sound bath. Anyone here ever go to this? Who's been to the sound bath? Who's been? Who's already been? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Amazing, right? Renee Harris is the person, a congregant here who does, she does crystal bowls. How do we say that? Crystal bowls. I make that mistake often. I have to really think about that before I say it. And she has rain sticks, she has like those bells, and she has a couple gongs that she does, and I like it because she gives me one of them and I go around and I do it right over on top of people. It's pretty cool, actually. But so what do? We gather together, we have a short, just kind of framing of what we're doing. We have about 45-minute sound bath, which literally is what it says. You're just bathed in sound, and what it does is it gets your brain waves, beta waves, I think, are accentuated, and it's a wonderful time. And then we end with a very kind of mellow Havdalah, and that's really it. It lasts an hour from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and then you can go out and do whatever you need to do. Go to sleep. Okay, next week is the first Friday of the month, and that means we're doing Shabbat Unplugged, but it's a special one, Shabbat Pride Unplugged, because June is Pride Month. And we have a couple special speakers that are members of the congregation going to talk about their experiences. Also, we have an event coming up at the end of June, which is College Campus Climate. We have the head of the USC Hillel, Dave Cohen, who's going to come and talk about, what's going on college campuses, how, and we sent emails to all of our college students, inviting them. We really want people to be able to go back onto campus, feel safe, be armed with a way to exist that will give us power and respect to other people. And so it should be both, he's going to talk about it, and then we can ask questions, and then there'll be a discussion.
Do you have to be a college student?
No, you can be a student of life. Next, Sisterhood, Emmanuel, Shabbat, Tone.
Our first annual, hopefully it won't be our last, June 15th, a Saturday afternoon. We'll meet at around 1:30, set an intention as well, and we'll break off into how to unlock the artist in you. You don't have to have any talent in one particular thing. We'll make mezuzot. We're going to find how to find the theme songs of your life, and also your inner hostess, as Lizzie likes to say. And we'll make lunch bags together for the people who are with food insecurity that we feed every Sunday. And then we will all have dinner together and do Havdalah and go home.
No sound bad.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
I guess my song would be "You Are the Sunshine of My Life." I would have to. That got groans.
I gotta know. And you're invited.
All right. Let us finish our service. If you'd like to stand up, and because Jews like to sway when you sing a final song, so stand up. You can put your arm around the people near you. We'll sing. Let's sing Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru Amen.
Let's do that again.
Oseh Shalom
bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imeru Amen. Yaseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Oseh Shalom bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Baruch Bavochem, Baruch Hatzeitchem. You're blessed when you came into this space. May you be blessed as you go forward. Shabbat Shalom. We have a little wine. We have a little challah. Let's, do we have wine there? Is there a wine cup? Nope, but we got challah. Here we go. Go.